All right, guys. Well, just hanging out here in the van and just wanted to kind of catch you guys up on some updates that are happening with the van and with our channel here. Um, it's a new year, so there's a lot of new stuff going on, so stick around. Oh, the van's a mess. Oh, look at that. It's all right, though. Just going through some changes here. It'll get better, don't worry. All right, you guys, so we are going to talk about what is happening right now with this channel. First of all, though, I want to tell you I'm really excited. Ron's friend is going to be redoing the seats for the van so our butts don't hurt when we're on the road, which is going to be awesome. I'm so excited because if you guys are new to the channel, Ron and I do part-time van lifing, even though we have a homestead now. And so yeah, it's very important to have comfortable seats when you're driving thousands of miles, because we do go at least 1,000 miles per trip. So it's very important not to have to sit on some old yucky pillows. So yeah, we are pretty excited about that. And I'm going to be finishing my countertop right here. I'm going to be putting some tile, I think, on it. Not real tile, like the stick-on tiles, because they're cheap and they're pretty, and I could just use a hot pad or something like that so that I don't burn holes in it when I'm cooking. Because I like to have, you know, I don't know, places to set things while I'm doing more things. Of course, everybody does when they cook. I'm trying to get to the point of this video. This is like, they tell you not to do this, but this is like my third try on this video. I want to share more of how to live better alternatively. Okay? In case you're new here, I have been a nomad pretty much my entire life. And the times that I wasn't, especially when I was growing up, we lived off the grid. We lived with no electricity. After I grew up, I have lived many years of my life even without a refrigerator, okay? Until quite recently, solar has been so expensive that that wasn't even a question for me. And yet I still managed to stay healthy and have, you know, good food and things like that. Yes, I wasn't always as healthy as I would like to be, especially traveling. But I did manage. And I think that I have some insights on this subject for you guys. And if you are interested in any of these things, like how to stay healthy when you're on the road, how to keep your sanity and your well-being when you are on the road, and or living some type of alternative lifestyle when your friends and family are telling you you are insane, you are crazy, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to live like that? This channel will be for you. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to incorporate things that I already know, that I have lived already in videos, things that inspire me, things that I think that you guys might need. And I'm also going to include things that I find, you know, in research. Like yesterday, I was reading an article about the microbiome, which is a very popular thing right now. People have been talking about the microbiome for years, but it's now becoming mainstream. And there's a lot of controversy around it, especially around the carnivore diet and what our ancestors ate and all this kind of stuff. And I have a lot of insight on that. And so I can, you know, tell you guys my opinions or what I think about it and how I've been incorporating these kinds of things into my life. And I grew up a sickly child, okay? And I was obese as a kid. I was the fat kid, you know, the only fat kid that I ever met in my entire life, except for one time. I was the fat kid, and I went to all kinds of new schools all the time. I lost track of how many elementary schools I've went to, and I went to 3 different high schools, okay? I was the fat kid, trust me, okay? And so I knew that I was different, and that I didn't feel good. I felt crappy all the time. And so I knew that it was some type of sickness and I had to get better. And I knew that diet had a lot to do with it, because you can't even exercise. You can't even be fit and work out if you can't breathe, if you don't feel good at all. So exercise is helpful and it's there, but it's not the end all to be all. And so I learned that. And my body adapts to things and then it breaks the rules. Okay. And I know you guys, there's some of you out there that know that. So I would like to put my insights in on how to deal with that and how to work around that, especially living an alternative lifestyle, whether it's off the grid or in a van. And that's stuff that I've been doing my entire life. And the weird thing is, all the things that I used to get teased about from my friends and my family and all that kind of stuff is now going mainstream. Like, these videos are going viral of these other people doing all this stuff that I grew up doing, and it's crazy. So I just want to give you guys like a little bit of an edge on how to do it, because just because you see Joe Schmo doing this and you learn how to do it doesn't mean that it's going to be happy-go-lucky every day. There could be some things that need to be getting, ironed out. And so hopefully I can like bring that kind of stuff to you guys, and let you guys in on some of the little secrets that I have done. Like, I don't know, living for over 10 years without a refrigerator. Now I have a refrigerator, but I didn't always. I had, there was lots of times, even when I was a vegetarian, where I had no place to put my vegetables. No place. I put them in a cardboard box, So you guys have to learn how to do that. And we went to the desert, and we went to, the forest, and we went to all these different places, and we had no refrigeration. I didn't get food poisoning, not once. I'm still alive. I didn't die. So, that's just one example of some of the things that I have lived. And so I want to give that to you guys. And I've said that several times on this channel, but I've been kind of afraid, because it's like, it's going to turn into too long of a video, and it's going to turn into that and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And people aren't going to watch it. Well, guess what? So what? Okay. Because I know some of you guys out there want to see this. And I was trying to think of this year, because it's a new year, and I wanted to basically double down on YouTube. And I feel like my channel doesn't really have a niche, and I felt like I needed to niche down. Okay. But I'm kind of thinking that I don't, because I already have in my mind, because I'm extremely passionate about vans. I mean, I know so much about vans, guys. Trust me. It's just, I totally geek out on the van thing, because I absolutely love them. I've loved them since day one. Ever since I can remember, one of our first vehicles was a van, and I absolutely loved it. And when my parents sold it, I cried, okay? I love vans. I've always loved vans. I always will love vans, okay? I love living in vans. I love looking at vans. I love talking about vans. I love looking on Craigslist for vans, even if I never buy them. I put them in my favorites list, and then when they go away, I just go get more. Because I look on Craigslist, and then you could put a little star by which one you want, and I star all these vans that I like, and I keep them, and then I look at them. And then when somebody buys one or the post expires, that's okay, because there's more. So I collect vans. That's one of my hobbies. Okay. So I know a lot about vans, and I look at vans all the time. So that could be a good part of my channel, which, you know what? Great. People like that. Okay. Well, also, I have lived this kind of lifestyle. I have lived off the grid, and I have lived in a van, and I have just been a different kind of person. Okay, great. That's one niche, right? Okay, then I've got all this health and wellness stuff, because I tried to keep myself healthy my whole entire life, okay? And that's a good niche. So which one do I pick? Because I love them all. Well, guess what? I figured out today, by the way, that they all meld together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of this stuff together in my channel. And if it sticks, great. If it doesn't, oh well, at least I tried. So you guys, all right. There's going to be videos about vans. There's going to be videos about this van. There's going to be videos about health and wellness. And there's going to be videos about my opinions on a lot of this stuff and a lot of like, health and well-being things that I find out, because there's a lot of garbage out there. I mean, give me a break. Garbage, just garbage about, dude, you guys don't listen to diet gurus. They don't know. Like, seriously, listen to the ones like me that say, find it out for yourself, okay? Do your own research, do your own homework. Maybe I can send you on a little path, but do your own homework. And that's the same way with everything that I'm going to say on this channel. Maybe I can plant a little seed in here, and then you guys do your own homework, because you might find something better than what I did, or you might find something that's wrong about what I said. So please, please, by all means, do your own research, because that's where it's at. And that's what I want to encourage people to do. So there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to put out here for you guys. And I just want it to work. And so if there's going to be a little adjusting here and there, then that's what's going to happen. Okay. And if something takes off and you guys really want to hear a lot about it, that's what we're going to do. Even if it's just for a month or two or forever, it doesn't matter. If all you guys want to hear about is vans, then I guess I'm going to have to do a lot of that. But I really would like to put everything I like into one spot. I don't want to have to start 3 or 4 YouTube channels. I just don't have the capacity to do that. And that's one of the things I'm going to be putting on here, is just don't overstress stuff, because it doesn't matter what lifestyle you live. If you think you've got to do everything and keep the whole weight of the world on your shoulders, you're not going to go very far. You're not going to make it. You're not going to get to do anything that you want, much less everything. So yeah, that's why I don't want to do 3 or 4 or even just 2 different YouTube channels. So there you go. So this channel, if you guys are in it just for the van stuff, I got news for you. It's not always going to be van stuff. And if you're in it for, off-grid homesteading stuff, because, if we get around to it, we're going to start a garden this year, and I'm going to talk about our garden and maybe put some pictures up here. And we've got a van project out there. We've got a 77 Dodge van out there that we're working on, although I'm not so sure I can handle it, because it really, really reeks. It smells like chemicals in there. I don't even know what happened in there before we got it, but it's pretty bad. So I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so we've got all kinds of stuff going on. There's always really cool things that I find, for sale. So yeah, I think I'm going to include some of that in there, because I think it would be really fun to show you guys like some really cool vans and teach you how to find a van. That's one of the things, because see, I try to teach you guys this stuff. If you guys remember my early stuff, like I have videos about how to stay clean in your van. I have videos about how to wash dishes without a sink. I have, just all kinds of different stuff. I even have videos about how to live without a refrigerator. Okay. I have a crap ton of that kind of stuff up there already, just from the very short time that I was documenting this last time that I lived full time on the road. Okay. So maybe that would be some value to you guys, to teach you guys how to find a van, because trust me, it can be overwhelming if you do not know what you're doing and if you have not done it before. So let me know in the comments, if you want me to show you guys basically how to buy a van. I mean, I can do that on this channel as well. There's 7 days a week, I can do a different kind of video every day, but that's what we can do. And, if you guys find some really cool articles about health and well-being and things like that, just, clue me in on them, and I'll read them if I haven't already read them, which most likely I have, because I read all this stuff all the time. And I will talk about it if you guys, or if you have a question, ladies, how do you go to the bathroom in a van? I mean, that sounds kind of personal, but really, you got to know that kind of stuff. And not everybody can make it to the ladies RTR. So, and if you guys don't know what the RTR is, it stands for Rubber Tramp Rendezvous. And they put it on every year in Quartzsite, Arizona. And there is one that's special for women who are in van life, especially if they're first starting out. And there's no men allowed, because there's certain things that ladies have to do different when they live on the road. So there you go. And a lot of ladies are embarrassed. I happen to be one of the ones that I don't care. I'm not embarrassed. I've had to live with lots of people in very small spaces a lot of my life, so it doesn't bother me. But anyway, if you guys are ever interested, they always have it every January. And it's just something that I tell people to go to and recommend. I haven't gotten to go there myself. It just hasn't happened. It hasn't been in the cards. I have watched videos about it, and I've heard some good things about it. But yeah, I've never been to any of the RTRs, just so you guys know. I guess that makes me a fake nomad, but I don't think so because I have lived this my entire life. So, but anyway. Long story short is we are going to see some different stuff going on here, and hopefully you guys will be down with it. And if not, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, but yeah. And some of my hiking videos, like in my nature walk videos and all that kind of stuff, they're cute and they're fun and everything, but nobody likes them. I've got like a couple of people that watch them, which is fine. That's great. I'm glad I made somebody happy, but yeah, I want to do YouTube like I've been wanting to do it for years, and I have got to just put my nose to the grindstone and just do something else. And I want to give some value to you guys, and I was going to do some memberships here or Patreon because I really need to just do this. And the channel needs some support, but I don't feel right about asking for support unless I'm giving you guys some value. So I am going to try my best to improve on my end, and I hopefully you guys will also enjoy and want to stick around and think that I have something to give you guys. So hopefully that's something that we can do, and I have high hopes for everything, and I think this year is going to be interesting to say the least. I have a lot of opinions on that. I try not to get too political on this channel, but there might be some things that I put in here and there. And in case you haven't noticed, I do like to talk about everything, and I talk a lot, and so I think YouTube is a very good outlet for me. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below. Let me know, like, if you want to hear more about vans, if you want to hear more about health and wellness, what are you curious about? What kind of food do you make when you don't have a refrigerator? That kind of stuff. I'm going to be getting into some things that I'm researching about that. I really don't want to talk about it too much. I'm kind of excited about it, but I really have to weigh the options and look at a few things before I bring those out to you guys. So yeah, just give me a chance on that, or give me a little space on that. But it has to do really with keeping fresh food on hand. And so I'm going to be doing some research and experiments and letting you guys know how that goes. But I've pretty much done everything when it comes to like living without certain utilities and stuff, because I think that that's important. It's good to have a solar setup. And by the way, I also have a video on how to set up a very small solar system for your van. It's in my earlier videos from a long time ago. I might re-up on that because if I do get enough cash here, I want to put a solar system either in this van or in my Toyota Sequoia, one of the two. So if I do that, I'm going to be documenting that for you guys too. But yeah, so just let me know in the comments what you're interested in, because I have a passion for all of this stuff, and I really just want to talk about all of it and give you guys some really good practical information. But you got to let me know what you're liking and what you're not liking. So anyway, all right, I will talk to you guys on the next one. And thank you so very much for watching, and just do all the YouTube stuff. We know what that is, and I will see you on the next one. All right, bye.